Timestamp Thursday, 2:45. Borderline already set the tables up. Already saw some of the players. Just getting ready. Gonna go back in and see who else has been going on in the last 2 hours. Just super excited to meet all the people. Saw so many cars and so many guys coming up. So it's gonna be a great trip. 3 o'clock, Thursday of Terrificon. Every day at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna speed it up and show you what it looks like. Hope you're catching this on a rewind. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I saw you at the show. Hope to see you soon. So it's like 12 o'clock, and these are the lines for the 12 o'clock at 1:30 entrance to Terrificon 2023. You can see people are lined up all over the place, getting set up. I've been watching this line grow since 10 a.m. this morning. We got tons of people here in line.
Karate chop, baby!
Karate chop, baby! There you go! What's up, player? There you go. What's going on? What up? What up? Look at all these people getting ready to get down for comics. What's up, Luca? How we doing? Look at everybody's getting ready. Have a great time with comic books. What's up, everybody? Rock on. All right, there we go. Can't wait to see all the people at the booths getting set up, getting ready to go. So you're going to be watching this on the rewind. I hope you enjoy all this footage from 3 Men in a Basement. So this is footage that I like to show. I don't know if you guys like to see it, but this is the setup stuff. This is Friday morning, 9 a.m. when you set up for Terrificon. People have been rolling in since about 7. A lot of dealers, a lot of vendors showed up yesterday. There's Kodachrome Comics. Dr. Chopper's in the house.
What's up?
What's up, my man? So this is a little pre-recorded. This is about the setup.
Oh, right
The
on.
setup. So when did you start setting up?
Yesterday.
Yeah, so your spot looks great.
I drove out yesterday, about an hour and a half, came here, drove back, got about 5 hours
No,
of sleep,
I'm going on it too, man. I need some
back
caffeine,
again.
man. And over here we got my man Shadow Rabbit Clay Guy. Both of these guys were on the dealer preview. It was great. So yeah, this is the footage that you don't. All right, so this is still setup time. Vendors are getting busy, doing what they got to do as far as setting up and rolling. Soon this will be filled with aisles and aisles of people ogling over amazing comic books here at Terrificon.
She's 96.
Watch, look at something going on in the Star Wars booth. Oh, I love it. Here it comes now. This is it. Take a picture of me when you're done. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. Too easy.
That's the idea. We try as historians not to write. Yes. 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 And that's
So people are walking in, and I'm walking out to show you what goes on at about 9:30, a half hour before Terrificon is going to start. The early birds are coming in as we speak, and you can see everything that we've got going on right here. This is the information table for Terrificon. It's amazing right here. It's terrific. We got the giant Thanos right here. We've got Star Wars, we got people coming in. I'm gonna bring you guys outside and show you what's going on for all the amazing people.
Action. So here I am at Terrificon, and I asked my friend Jerry O'Connell to do an intro for 3 Men in the Basement. I'm Jerry O'Connell. You're watching 3 Men in the Basement. Thank you very much, my friend. Great meeting you.
Okay, what's up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that footage. It's Thursday night that you're going to catch this video. It's Thursday that I'm finalizing this video. And it's Thursday that my eyes aren't puffy anymore, that my brain is finally thinking clearly, that I'm able to function in society. Because you know what? Terrificon kicked ass. You kick ass. 3 Men in a Basement kicked ass. Spineworks kicked ass. Very Gary, Erod, everybody kicked ass. It was just an amazing show. Mitch Halleck kicked ass, man. What a phenomenal show. Soup to nuts. Just a great, great show, and I hope you enjoyed all that footage. I know it was kind of all over the place, but gives you a great idea of all the people that stopped by for cosplay, all the raffles that we gave away. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to go over this. I'm kind of talked out, and I want to just show you what I got because this is kind of the haul video. Definitely is a haul video. So I'm going to kind of give you a piece by piece showing of what I picked up. And shout out to our neighbors. They were right across from us. This was the first thing that I picked up. This was like these prints that they do, and they're really awesome. And this was like a Wolverine piece, JGA Creations, and I just thought it was really neat. And it's actually done in paper, like paper twirls. So shout out to them, JGA Creations. It was the first time they ever did Terrificon, and I picked one of these up, and this was very inexpensive, and it's really cool, and it's going to go with part of my Wolverine collection. All right, so shout out to JGA Creations. All right, next thing I picked up was, this is the #1 book, okay? I didn't have it graded. I didn't have it signed by Ryan. I should have. This was the first one out of the box from Erod 212. This was the Ronin last year's, the Beachside Hobbies, Very Gary Erod 2 Terrificon exclusive. You might think you have #1, but I know I have #1. Okay, so this was the #1, and I should have had it done, but I got caught up with everything and couldn't get it done. So Ryan Brown absolutely killed this. Very Gary, Erod did a great job on it. So shout out to those guys for making this happen. And I'm not a Turtles fan, but I am going to see it tomorrow. You guys know my beef with the Turtles. All right. Next thing I picked up. This was a big purchase for me, but this wasn't a purchase that was bought completely at the show. I had planned on buying this, so I was paying this off little by little. I had a nice ASM 300 collection that I sold, but I got offered an amazing price for my set, so I sold it. And my boy Richie from Richie's Comic Cabana had another one at a 9.2. You guys know I love my 9.2s. So now I'm going to work on the 4, 298, 299, 300, 301, all in 9.2s. And I'm going to get those back. So love it. Happy to have it back in the collection. Technically one of the bigger purchases of the trip. Okay. Now, the goal was to get a sketch by Walt. The goal was obtained. I have my All-Father, Odin. As I was standing in line for a long time, Chin said, "Are you going to get the eye patch Odin?" And I said, "Why, yes, I will." And he killed it. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to photocopy this. And I'm going to find a colorist or an inker to ink this for me. So I'm going to have two. I'm going to have the black and white, and I'm going to have this original, which I think was a great idea. All right. And I can't tell you who gave that idea to me, but it's a great idea. And I'm going to post this for my Thor's Day post this week on Instagram. Then, as you guys know, I was working on my Spider-Mans, my montages. So I was like, let me do some villains. So I'm slowly working on these little head sketches. These weren't more than $10, $20. I had Art Adams do a Mysterio jam, and John Beatty did a Vulture. So ultimately, I'm going to go and have many artists do little villain pieces on this because, you know, I'm a Spidey villain fan. All right. Now, this was the most I ever paid for a sketch. I'm working on my Jean Grey Batgirl collection. I think this makes number 10. Greg Land was there. Let me tell you how easy Greg Land was to work with. Him and his wife are such an amazing team. I DM'd him on Facebook. I got on the list. I showed up. A few hours later, I was told that it was done. And this is my Batgirl mashup. Now, notice the bat symbol, the Phoenix symbol split, the flame of Phoenix, the coloring of Batgirl right here with the X logo on the Batman belt. Just amazing. You know what? I'm going to talk about CGCing in a second, but this isn't getting CGC. This is going to be putting a gorgeous Mylar in a top loader for my collection. And if you ever have the time to get a sketch done by Greg, please get it one done. Okay. Then I had this idea. I've seen it. Wasn't my idea, but I wanted it done. So I went over to Second Alarm Comics and I picked up a Wolverine 1. I have a bunch of copies of these. I have my 9.8, I have my 9.6s triple signed. But I saw somebody do this before, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not afraid to copy a great idea. And I asked Joseph Rubinstein to put a mask on him. So he did it. It was very inexpensive, $40. He autographed it. But the funnest part about it was when I opened it up, I noticed that on the first page, there was a Claremont signature. So wicked excited, second alarm, didn't know about it. So I ended up getting this done. Again, doesn't need to go to CGC. It's going to look great in a top loader. It's for my PC. All right. Now, what? Oh, okay. Something else. I do have a very Gary purchase, which was very inexpensive. This, you know, I love these. I love these. I'll tell you why I love these. Because somewhere along the way, somebody didn't love this comic book. Somebody wanted to send this book back and get credit for it, so they cut this off. Now, this normally would have said Fantastic Four, but doesn't it look better? Doesn't this look really cool? The master plan of Doctor Doom almost looks like the title, and you have all the characters right there. I am going to send this one off to CGC to come back a 0.5 because I love my 0.5s. I believe this is 16. And I don't have this with the cover on it, but this is amazing. Jack Kirby. I don't believe Joe Sinnott was not doing the inks at this time, I believe. George Bell was. So really, really love this. Gary gave me a great price on this. Then, as you saw, I met Rebecca Romijn. And I crushed really hard. Over the top crushed. And she was so sweet and so kind. Her husband was right there. Jerry O'Connell did a great intro for us. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Manimal because he gifted this to me. Another book that doesn't need to be CGC'd. So I got this done. Signed to me. She kissed me twice. Oh my God. XX. Rebecca Romijn Mystique. And I did want to, I talked to her a little bit about Star Trek too. I told her about some of my favorite dialogue points that she had in all the X-Men movies. And she was just a great, great character. This was really one of my highlights. It was just so great to meet her. So kind, so sweet, so over the top gorgeous. And she blew me 2 kisses. I'll take it. All right. I did tell my wife. Okay. All right. Now, what else did I do? I had the card signed. I believe the card is now complete. I added 3 signatures to the 3 MIB Christmas card. I added Merry Xmas from Chris Claremont. I added Art Adams. And I added Greg Land. So at some point, I'm going to figure out who wrote this. I might have space for 1 or 2, but I really don't know who else to have autograph this. And remember, reach out to us around Christmas time when I post something on Instagram, and I'll send out 100 of these. Only 100 to this. This is it. This is done. And somebody was like, well, why don't you want to do the back? Because when it's done, this is going to be displayed in a frame, and I can't do it. So I'm going to photocopy this and then have that done. Okay? Very cool. Now, I am going to talk about the most humbling time that I had. So, when I tell you I don't take any of this for granted, I don't take any of this for granted, okay? I have met amazing people who have done amazingly nice things for me, and I am humbled and awed that you guys would do this for me. Who am I? I'm just a guy that likes to talk. Maybe I wear my emotions on my sleeve too much. You know, maybe I put myself out there too much, but I am thankful for each and every one that subscribes to this channel. I am thankful for the 3 Men in a Basement team. I am thankful for all of you guys that stop by our booth and say you love the content. I'm thankful for my wife that lets me do this. So I had 3 amazing AOKs, and these are the best pickups from Terrificon, okay? So the first one was from my man Izzyverse, and make sure you're subscribed to Izzy on YouTube and follow him. He gifted me this. Oh, why did it just? I think my computer just went into sleep. All right, sorry about that. He gifted me this Wolverine painting that he did. I'm a novice. I guess it's a painting, but it's absolutely amazing. It's Wolverine with the Herb Trimpe mask, which is my favorite version of Wolverine. And the fact that he took time out of his busy day to paint something like this and bring it to me, it's just amazing. I mean, the claws look fantastic. The mask is true to form. The lines right here. So shout out to you, Izzy. I'm truly grateful for this, and this is definitely going to go in my Wolverine collection. Now, you know, I love my redheads. I love my Jean Greys. My boy, Shadow Rabbit Clay Guy, who if you're not following, you need to get one of these. Every comic book collector needs to have something done by Shadow Rabbit Clay Guy, okay? Whether it's you or me. Don't get me. You don't need that me. He gifted me this amazing Jean Grey X-Men 101 sculpt that he did out of clay. And how this man can put so much detail into something like this is mind-blowing. I can barely make blocks out of Play-Doh. And this guy's making figures that look like they came right, they're 3D, that come off right off the clay. And another thing that's going to go in my Jean Grey collection. All right, now I'm going to show you something really cool that really touched me in the feels. It was from my man from Rochester. I can't think of your first name. I am so embarrassed that I can't think of your first name. You showed up at our table. You bought one of our variants. Thank you very much. And he had heard that 2 years ago at the swap, the brother and I were going crazy over this lunchbox. Now, I have more than 2 lunchboxes, so now I kind of officially collect lunchboxes. But Dave and the brother and I were battling ticket for ticket over this amazing Marvel Superheroes lunchbox. Why? Because it was something that, as a kid, I thought was the coolest. My brother had one. I did not have one. I had my Star Wars one. And my favorite part is that this picture is referenced in Multiverse of Madness when Doctor Strange and Wanda said, "I'll get you back on the lunchbox." That's what they're talking about. They're talking about this. And the level of art and detail is just amazing. And he actually gifted it to me. And the best part is, it has the thermos. The thermos is in there. Oh my God, you know what it's like to have a lunchbox that still has a thermos. Safety first. So, thank you very much for this. This is something that I'll display in the back right here. I already displayed it with my Wanda right there, so you can see it. And they say, we'll get you back on a lunchbox. Excuse me. So, all you guys that bought the new 3MIB t-shirts, I hope you love them. Hope you rock them. I might have a couple extras. Reach out to me. I'm going to get the final orders out for all you guys that didn't come to the show. I'm going to get those out to you. There might be a few, so keep following 3MIB. We might do a live show tomorrow to do kind of a recap with Chin. We have a couple things planned, so the next couple months before Christmas is going to be fun for 3MIB. So thank you to everybody, and I mean that sincerely. Thank you to Mitch Halleck. Thank you to every single person that stopped by the table. Thank you to my entire crew at 3MIB. Thank you for my wife for letting me leave for 4 days and live in a casino and a con. And thank you to everybody who hung out and just stopped by and reposted and everything like that. So to say I'm humbled is an understatement. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Check out the live shows. Find out what the Shutdown show was all about. It won't happen again. We had a great run. 12 shows. You know, you make 12 free throws in a row, you're bound to miss one. So I'm not heartbroken over it. It was bound to happen. We did it 12 times. So I want to post this video. It's late. I want to go to bed. On behalf of Otto, 3 Men in a Basement, I hope you enjoyed this rewind. Thank you very much. See you at Terrificon 2024, if not sooner. I am Otto, and I am out. Peace.